Good day, everyone. Ali's here from Safi Financial Network. Today is June 12, 2023. Here is another daily analysis for Monday session, just the prior CPI announcement tomorrow. And market had a very, very nice day. So it's kind of like a surprising for me because market doesn't lose its momentum to the upside. Based on my cycle, we should see a reversal. I don't know if reversal is coming tomorrow and Wednesday, which is going to be FOMC meeting, but market so far hold up pretty well, especially for the Nasdaq and technology stocks. So we will get in a bit. Market just showing some leadership in technology, semiconductors, and those stocks still is on fire. They are on fire, and they're just pushing the indexes to the higher prices. Here is S&P 500 daily chart. So we had SPY trade at 78 million, I believe, which is S&P 500 ETF, and not a bad volume, but it was not that high. It was okay, and the market just break out this consolidation to the upside nicely. I thought that on Friday we just had like a nominal high coming back down, but today we just have very, very nice confirmation. And this type of candle, believe me or not, it's kind of like a exhaustive candle. So we want to see this type of candle at the bottom, not on the top, just because when we see something like this with a lower shadow, we are just retracing back down again with red candles. So we don't have any sellers. So buyers just push the market all the way up to the last hour of the session, and no shadow is up there. So when we see something like this, this is going to be exhaustive candle in a daily chart, in a weekly chart as well. So we just see a market just getting above this August top for the first time. S&P 500 got close above August top, which is kind of like a bullish scenario, but we should see this weekly chart hold up pretty well or not. So daily chart, so far we just got above August top, and this is kind of like a bullish scenario. We had this reversal is coming down, and there is going to be an interesting level just right there, which is going to be 43. Let's zoom in here. So 43.59. So that's going to be the level. I just want to mark it up into red, and we will get back to this on tomorrow and possibly on Wednesday. If we see something like this and then coming down, we shouldn't be surprised. Right now, market is at extreme greed right now. So if you go to fear and greed index, which is CNN index, it is going to be a public for everyone. It's public for everyone. We are at extreme greed. We are not at here, but we are for sure. We are at kind of like interesting sentiment that when we are getting there, especially on the top information, we should see a reversal. When reversal is coming, that's going to be a pretty sharp sell-off to the downside. So we'll see how it goes. Momentum-wise, we are at an overbought condition. RSI, we just hit overbought condition for the first time since this top information in August 2022, which is kind of like top information. Another top information is coming. Before that, we got into overbought condition in daily chart in November 2021, which was kind of like one of the previous top in S&P 500. And of course, this is a December top. And this August top, it's kind of like overstretched, overbought. And after that, we just headed to the lower low right now after this. So it seems like just 10 days, 10 months after that, we got into this overbought reading right now. So market obviously has some good momentum to the upside. So we'll see how it goes, but lots of pivots are here, just sitting there. So lots of sellers are going to be here as well. So everyone should be careful, even if you're bulls, regardless if you're bearish or bullish. If you're a trader, you should be careful. This is overstretched, overbought, and the reversal, especially for the next 2 days. We will have two important announcements, which I believe Federal Reserve, I'm kind of like a 90% sure that Federal Reserve is not going to increase the rate. They're going to pause, but they wouldn't say increase period is finished, but they don't have their, I believe, to increase the rate, because something is going to crack if they increase another 25 basis even. So market just got this sentiment right now that they're not going to increase, they're going to pause, and that is going to be the scenario for now. And market just had a positive day. Moving on to Nasdaq, which was leader today. Nasdaq nicely going up 14,800, just a touch today, and we are just getting into this supply area and crossing over. We got into this pivotal point right now. So this is very, very important just because, let me just move this one here. I remember when I was in the market just during this period, when we had this reversal to the upside, I thought that that's going to be the corrective move for the next rally for the new all-time high. But it didn't happen, just go up and then coming down sharply, test that, coming back sharply, nice double bottom formation, W pattern going up again to this level, which is 15,000 to 15,400. So this area, lots of sellers are there. I don't know if you're going to stretch. Another possible scenario is going to be like a 200 to 600 to the upside, but that's going to be upside, limited upside move, I should say. When Nasdaq is getting there, for sure we're going to we're going to see a retracement. So this retracement is going to be just a corrective move down to here to 14,000 level, or it can just go uglier all the way down to here. As long as we are above this and this, we are in a bull market. But look at that. So this is very, very overstretched, overbought, and we are getting into kind of like important pivotal point for the market, especially for the Nasdaq. So we have got 200 to 600 upside target, but this doesn't mean that we are not going to see reversal before this. Probably we'll see a reversal tomorrow, or we just have like a sharp spike to here and then coming down. So we'll see how it goes, but a market, especially for Nasdaq, is getting back to kind of like a very, very important momentum wise. So this is kind of like interesting. In weekly chart, we will cover, we have done the coverage on this, but here is the higher high in price. Well, we will see this, and also momentum wise, like all three indicators are showing divergence here to the downside. While momentum is down, price is going up. So this is kind of like the typical scenario for the top information, at least for the corrective move. And if we get a corrective move, we shouldn't be surprised. I think still we're getting into corrective move. I'm still on my call that technology is in top information. And this is kind of like a rolling top. We can get probably higher prices, but this is kind of like the process of the rolling top, something like this. So we got into a very, very nice formation, choppy formation before a sell-off is coming for Nasdaq. So again, we're just reaching to the seasonality, we're reaching to the top information, but right now momentum is pretty bullish and sentiment is greedy as well. But indicator wise, the momentum is falling right now. So that's what momentum, I mean, price wise is bullish, but indicator wise is kind of like a bearish right now. So it's you should be careful even if you're bulls. Doesn't matter again if you're bull or bear. It's kind of like a tricky right now. So I'm fully invested in different stocks. I'm kind of like a rebalancing my portfolio. All my subscribers got notification. We are in rebalancing period for lots for, I should say, two months now, and we are just cutting our position in technology when we are getting in gain nicely, and we are rebalancing to some predictable defensive names to just hedge ourselves rather than to just short the market. Market is in a very, very strong movement to the upside, so we want to take benefit out of it. Moving on to US 30, which I believe it's going to be rocket start for this year. So let me just adjust this. So right now we are getting into this area. We are just touching and breaking above this. So this is kind of like interesting because we're seeing a reverse head and shoulder here. And also we are just breaking up to here, but this pivot needs to be engulfed. If this pivot engulfed, then we can see US 30 is getting back to the leading side, while the other indexes are showing a kind of like a lousy or kind of lagging. So again, a US 30 could be just the leader right now. This triangle is forming to break out to the upside. So this is kind of like the nice formation here, but the bullish wise, we are getting to this pivotal point. If we get above this, I should say double top. That was not a straight, so double top, or even new all-time high is coming for the Dow Jones, which I believe it's coming. But Dow Jones needs to, we need to see a sector rotation, which is coming, and money is coming to the Dow Jones right now. So we are just getting into another divergence here. And stochastic wise, we are getting into overbought condition. But look at the Dow Jones price. So the Dow Jones stretched right now nicely, especially today. We had nice breakout to the upside. So still, we need to see confirmation tomorrow. We just get a touch on the trend line. So we need to get above, again, this area, which is 34,262. So that's going to be the level for the Dow Jones. Moving on to some individual names, yield, starting with yield as usual, yield is coming down. So that's why TLT just a touch up and Nasdaq was up as well. So yield again tomorrow and also on Wednesday, that's going to be important for yield. So we'll see how it goes. TLT is coming up. So TLT is forming kind of like a bottoming formation. If we get a good news from CPI or Federal Reserve pause, so we should see a nice surge to the upside here. 108 is coming for yield for the treasuries. But if we get some kind of like a bearish news, which is going to be more interest rate or kind of like we are or Federal Reserve just blinking for the more rate hike. So we should get a downside to here. We are in this bearish trend line, but I believe this shadow here and also this pivotal point, kind of like looking for a bullish formation. If we get there and just like crossing above 104, so that's going to pave its way for 108. And if we get above this, I should say yield is treasury is going to be outperformer for this year and next. Gold is coming down. Gold doesn't follow up very well, so gold doesn't buy a pause or kind of like a pivot from the market. So sentiment is kind of like a flat for gold, just a $3.90 change for gold. So still is in consolidation phase. If we get a dip down here, that that's going to be a buying opportunity. Crude just a smash today, 4.50% to the downside. And this is not a good scenario for crude. So if everyone is betting on a strong economy, so why crude is coming down? So crude, remember, crude went down before market crash in 2020. So when the stock market is going up, crude is just about to crash. And this year, again, crude doesn't show any strength. So it's kind of like a going down sideways while the stock market is in upward momentum. So just keep an eye on this, because if economy is good, if consumers are spending a lot, so this shouldn't be happening. Crude needs to go up. And also at the same time, look at that. So stock market is positive while VIX had like nice gapped up and buyers just took the whole entire session. So that's interesting. 8.53% to the upside. VIX uptick from our level, which is the 12 to 14 level, just the coming down touch and then rebouncing back up. So this can go all the way to $20, I believe. So tomorrow, if you see VIX is getting up because of the CPI, I don't know what type of CPI number can increase this week's to the upside. You shouldn't be surprised, because technically market is giving us mixed information. From the stock market perspective, everyone is betting on pause or pivot, but VIX and also Dixie tells us that probably not, because Dixie shows very, very nice bullish consolidation to the upside, and also yield is showing bullish consolidation to the upside. Well, the stock market just shows kind of like pause and pivot. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to technology sector, Apple, just a nice surge to the upside, 1.56% to the upside. So it's kind of like a 183. Apple is in new all-time high right now. So it's kind of like a nicely going up again, recapture this area. So we'll see how it goes. Amazon 2.54% to the upside. Amazon can go up to here. 130 still is going to be on my call. Meta just nicely surging up again. So there's nothing wrong with the chart. Still momentum is upward. Microsoft, this one is kind of like a shaky. Look at this QM pattern. And this one is getting to my sell area again with the stop loss here. So this is kind of like interesting if you see Microsoft gap down tomorrow or on Wednesday before this, then we can see kind of like a sell-off is initiating with this name to $300. So we'll see how it goes with Microsoft. But this QM pattern is kind of like a shaky. Just watch out for this. Google, just a nicely up today and nothing bad, nothing good, just consolidating to the upside. Netflix, it was negative early session, but went up again. Tesla, 249, so still below this target area, but it can just surge to this area as well. So semiconductors as a match, it's kind of like again reversing back up again, nicely going up again, getting back to recapture this pivotal point. We'll see how it goes with the semiconductor stocks. They were kind of like a market leader stocks. It's kind of like underperforming as a match, but this one is getting above this as well. TSM was a leader for today, while NVIDIA early session was negative. TSM was pretty positive. I thought that probably this tells us something, and sure enough, it was a market booster, especially for semiconductors. AMD, $4.27 to the upside. If it recaptured this, that's going to go higher as well. NVIDIA, nicely up, but it was not strong at all. So still looking for a gap reversal. Texas Instrument, $3.45 to the upside. Lam Research, fantastic surge to the upside, $20, 20.94 to the upside. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to financials. So financials for REIC, XLF, 1 cent down. KBE, 29 cents down. KRE, which is a regional bank. It's just consolidating here. JP Morgan, 1 cent down. Goldman Sachs, nice gap up today. So this one can go tackle 345. Wells Fargo, 30 cents down. Citigroup, 21 cents down. Pretty wide doji bar here. Moving on to the gold miners, which were not following the gold, but this pattern is pretty nice bullish consolidation to the upside. So we'll see how it goes. $16 to the upside. GDXJ, just the 1 cent to the upside. Nothing bad, nothing good. Nice tail bar here. AEM, 9 cents to the upside. NEM, 58 cents to the upside. Franco Nevada, 20 cents to downside, but nice tail again. Gold Barrick, 10 cents downside, so it's kind of like it shouldn't go below this. Moving on to the energy went down today, but it's not that ugly, like a crude. Just went down. Buyers come back again here. XOP, oil and gas exploration ETF, a doji bar, $2.13. They're just lagger. They can catch up with the crude. Just crude price is not strong at all. OH, $6.93 down. Exxon, 97 cents down. Chevron, $1.53 down. Oxy, better price action, just a gap down and recapture to the upside. And REIC, 8.49% down. This one is smashed, and this one can go all the way down to $4 stocks if it take out these pivotal points. So we will see how it goes. Okay, so we should just be careful about the tomorrow price action because tomorrow is CPI, and also on Wednesday we'll have FOMC meeting, so we'll see how it goes with the market. Make sure just that don't overload yourself any short or any even buy or long position, just because market is in a pause right now. So everyone just it's going to be a gamble. It's not going to be a good scenario if you want to just overload yourself. Okay, I think I covered everything. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.